I know we've been looking a lot at online models recently, but that's just because the hype is there at the moment and these models are genuinely good, but they are still online, right? And I used to do videos about voice agents. That's how this channel got started. So I think it's time to go back to those roots and look at some amazing things that have actually come out in the market ever since I actually released my very first voice agent videos all the way back last year. We're going to look at one particular platform that is kind of ruling the market at the moment. Synthflow is great, Retail is great, Blend is great, all of them are great, but Vapi is just next freaking level. So let's have a look at that. And what you're seeing on screen, of course, is my latest video that I just released yesterday, GPT 4.1 and MCP servers. The simple AI project can make anyone a developer. So if you haven't seen this one yet, definitely go check it out. Alrighty, so what is Vapi? So Vapi is voice agents for developers. Again, don't get scared by looking at this, all right? I know it says for developers, but they've set it up in such a beautiful way that anybody, and I mean anybody, can just go in and build their own agent at a moment's notice. All right. As you can see here, teams at trailblazing startups to Fortune 500 companies deploy voice agents on the Vapi platform, the most configurable API to build leading voice AI products and scale phone operations. And that is actually very true. All right. Well, see, the thing is where Synthflow and Blend, Retail, they're all very kind of user friendly and, you know, like there's really nice interfaces and all those kind of things to kind of set the process up and make things a lot easier for everyday people. That's fine. Vapi started out purely for developers. So you could do everything through code, right? Which was amazing. And for someone like me, who's been been working with code for so many years, going from code to then navigating a user interface sometimes can be a bit confusing, right? And you don't really understand how things are going. Sometimes I think no code workflows for me is more difficult to build as opposed to doing it through code. And the reason for that is because if it's through code, I know exactly what to do. Whereas with, doing Make or Zapier, I definitely know what I'm doing, but it'll just take me a little bit longer to get around everything and make sure it's all set up. So I do prefer doing things through code personally, but again, Vapi also recognized that yes, not everybody is a developer, so we can do some really cool stuff here with it as well. You can see here, this is a very simple example of how you can use Python, for instance, or any preferred language of your choice to create a phone agent literally at a moment's notice and this is creating an outbound agent by the looks of things, and you are away. That's it. Just 32 lines of code is all that's required to create a full-fledged outbound agent, and you can take this to the next level, of course. And again, the reason why I say you don't have to be a developer now is because of vibe coding and all these amazing AI tools are now out. So if you don't understand anything, you could literally just copy paste it into an AI model and then it could respond for you and then answer all your questions, no matter how small or stupid you may think they are. Okay, cool. So let's have a look at this. So you can see I was doing a few tests a little while back actually, and this was me manually doing it through the API. And essentially, you can just create an assistant here. You can choose a blank template, for instance, and then we can just go create here, and then you're introduced to this wonderful interface. This is fine. Like, I think anyone and everyone can really utilize this. What we're most interested in, of course, is the model providers for this particular video. So as you can see, there's a lot of options here that we can choose from. We've got Together AI, which offers all of the offline AI models as well as online. Same thing with Open Router. We've got Inflection as well. And you got Mistral, which is directly, direct to the Mistral hosted LLMs. You got XAI in there as well. DeepSeek's here, Perplexity, Mistral, already said Mistral. Grok's here. You got Gemini. This is so many options. It's just insanity. And the beautiful thing about Vapi, of course, is that you can do custom LLMs, which is going to be our best friend today. But I'm not going to be creating this through the user interface today because that's too complicated. Even for someone who doesn't know how to code, that's too complex, right? We need something that we can just connect to, right? And then we can just talk to it, maybe in natural language, and just tell it, hey, build me this kind of assistant. And I want this, and this features in it, right? That's the world we're living in now, guys, okay? We need to understand this. The world we're living in now is that nothing is impossible anymore, right? It's definitely plausible, but it's not certainly impossible anymore. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be connecting to Vapi's MCP server, right? But what does an MCP server actually mean? Well, let's have a quick look at their documents to understand what this actually is. So the Vapi MCP, or Model Context Protocol server, allows you to integrate with Vapi APIs through tool calling. This enables AI assistants like Claude to directly communicate with Vapi services, making it possible to manage assistants, phone numbers, and create calls directly through conversational interfaces. Yeah, this is the world we're living in now, and it's truly incredible. So here's what you can do with this MCP server. You can list all of your assistants and see, hey, what's available right now. You can create an assistant and you can grab an assistant and do some cool things with that as well. You can list all of the calls that have gone out and you can create an outbound and you can get a specific call and all the details that are necessary. Same thing with the phone numbers as well. In terms of setup, we've got two options here. One is the local setup, where you just download the actual server and then you can use that for development or testing. Or in our case, we're going to be using number 2, which is the remote SSE connection. And what that allows us to do is just copy paste pretty much this code into Windsurf in this particular case. But you can use this on Cursor, you can use this on Claude Desktop, you can use this on literally whatever you please. So it doesn't really matter. Okay, so if we scroll down a little bit here, we can see some example usages here. This is how we can use it. I like to speak with my appointment scheduling assistants. Can you have it call me, right? Or I want to schedule a future call. I need to schedule a call with my customer service assistant for the next Tuesday at 3 p.m. My phone number is this. And then your AI will call you next Tuesday. I mean, that's crazy. Managing assistants. Can you list all of my Vapi assistants and help me create a new one for appointment scheduling? That's great. That's wonderful. Now, this is how we're going to be doing it, of course, right? This is how it's connected. Well, yeah. So there's the second option here, the SSE endpoint. You can use this inside things like, let me just show you here. Let's go to automate.atechds.com, where I'm actually hosting my own version of Active Pieces, a completely open source way to do Make and Zapier style automation workflows. As you can see, Active Pieces actually has an MCP server built in now, which is amazing. So this is how you connect to it. And as you can see, there's an SSE there as well. So that's how all these tools work. It's really, really great. You can use Active Pieces, Zapier, Make now to create your own MCP servers with no coding necessary and just connect them up to whatever tools you like and go crazy with it. Alrighty, cool. So if you need to know where heaps of other MCP servers are available for completely free of charge, you can go to smithery.ai and you can find out all of the amazing tools that are coming out, every single day. This is actually already updated since I saw it yesterday. So we have our MCP server connected, the Vapi MCP server. This is all the cool things we can do with it. Now, let's see if we can create an assistant. Now, build an assistant call it Lucas. Lucas is a inbound receptionist for the Hamish from ATech YouTube channel. Browse the web to search for my content and what I do, then create the assistant. Simple as that. So we're using quite a few things here. We're asking Cascade to actually browse the web and find my content, then create the assistant based off that. So let's see what happens here. All right, so it's actually found my channel there, Hamish from ATech, right there. It's reading Hamish from ATech. Very good. Okay, now it's creating it. All right, has been created. There you go, done. So I didn't need to touch any code. I didn't need to open up any browsers or anything, and it is done. If we give this a quick refresh here, I trust it enough, but let's give it a quick refresh. 3, 2, 1. We will see it pop up right there. Lucas is right there. And the great thing about this is that it has a female voice. So we can change that immediately. I used to use 11 Labs a lot, but honestly, Deepgram's new voices in Aura 2, man, they are so good. They are amazing. So I would highly suggest you guys try those out. Now, as you can see here, we could have got the AI to do this as well. But just before recording this video, I had a few issues with that. We will give it a go after this one though, but just so you can see how easy it is, if I want to switch to an offline AI model that's running locally on my machine in the office right now, and to be particular, what I can do is I can just go to custom LLM, put in the URL, which is this one for me in this case, and then I can just go to any of these models here, like Llama 3.2 latest, for example, hit publish on that, and look at what happens at the cost and latency, guys. All you're paying for all of a sudden is Vapi. That's the fixed cost of 5 cents per minute. Nothing we can do about that. But suddenly your speech to text is now 1 cent and your speech to text is now 1 cent and your text to speech is now 1 cent. So all you're paying is 7 cents a minute because there's no LLM cost, is there? Not at all. None whatsoever. So that's a complete win-win. Now, just so we know that this is going to be working properly, I'm just going to say hi to Llama 3.2 latest here, just so we know that the model is awake and alive and we don't have to wait for it to load on the call. Sweet, so that's now done. 3, 2, 1, let's give this a quick test.
Hello, you've reached Hamish from ATech. I'm Lucas. your virtual receptionist. Hamish helps people save time and money by using private AI solutions in their businesses. How can I assist you today? Are you interested in learning more about our content? Booking a consultation? Or do you have another question?
I'm a really big fan of the channel, and I think Hamish does some really good content. So I just wanted to say, yeah, kudos to you guys, and I really appreciate what you guys do.
Oh, thank you so much for your kind words. We're thrilled to have you as a fan and appreciate the support.
Yeah, definitely. For me, it was the car video. I think, can AI build a car racing game? I think that was really cool.
Hamish actually created a car racing game using private AI solutions, and it looked incredibly realistic. We dive into the details of how he used AI to create that experience, which is definitely worth checking out. If you're interested in AI for gaming or development, would you like me to recommend a specific video?
No, I think that's fine. I really appreciate your time there, Lucas, and you're very kind, and I think Hamish is very glad to have you as well.
Means a lot coming from a fan like you. I'm happy to have had the chance to chat with you about the channel. Yeah, Hamish definitely appreciates his receptionist. That's me, all sorted. Thanks again for stopping by. Have a great day.
Thanks, mate. You too. So I just want to make that clear. That was instantaneous responses. So that is the power of offline AI models running on your phone agents, right? You can literally achieve real-time response times, and latency is literally non-existent. I mean, even on a phone number, like, it's less than 1 second, okay? Like, it's actually nothing in comparison. Now, if we flip the script a little bit, right, and we switch back to OpenAI, we go to 4.1 nano, which is the cheapest and fastest. We're 8 cents a minute, so we've gone up 1 cent in terms of cost. Latency is still kind of the same. Let me see. No, latency is way higher. Yeah, latency is like 300, almost 300 milliseconds higher, right? So that's not very good. It's okay for people that just want the job done, but just for full transparency's sake, let's just try out for 4.1 nano and see. Obviously, the quality of responses will be better. We're not looking for that. In this case, we're now trying to focus on the speed, because with phone agents, the speed of response matters, right? The quality does matter, of course, yes, but the speed of response matters more, in my opinion.
Hello, you've reached Hamish from ATEC. I'm Lucas, your virtual receptionist. Hamish helps people save time and money by using private AI solutions in their businesses. How can I assist you today? Are you interested in learning more about our content, booking a consultation, or do you have another question?
Yeah, man, look, I just wanted to say I'm a big fan of the channel, and I really appreciate the content you guys release, and yeah, really thank you for producing what you produce.
We really appreciate your support and are glad you find our content helpful.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the car racing video. Can AI build a car racing game or something like that? I think that was really cool.
That's great to hear. Yes, AI can definitely be used to help develop car racing games, from designing realistic physics to creating intelligent driving behaviors.
Okay, all right. 4.1 nano is definitely good at response times, and it's definitely got enough level of intelligence to actually be plausible on a call. That was a pretty good test, to be honest. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to be a little bit more laggy, but that's okay. At least we got a full perspective there. But again, it's still an online AI model, right? It's still going through your data. It's still doing all that kind of stuff, whatever. So custom LLMs, if you want to do it, it is there for you. It is fully available at a moment's notice, and you can utilize that very easily with Vapi as well. So that's really cool. And as you can see here, we didn't even touch any code. I mean, I didn't even have to have anything open here. I just literally used the chat, or I just used Cascade rather, to build this assistant out. And this is the world we're living in now. So this is insanity. Now, we can use this to actually create an outbound, right? So let me just test that real quick. I have a few phone numbers here, and I'm going to use this phone number. I might actually, oops, don't want to do that. I might just copy that phone number ID. I'll be like, okay, cool. Use Lucas to make a call using this phone number ID. The number you are calling is Jason, and his number. Okay. Free Vapi numbers do not support international calls. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. Let's use this number instead. Lucas is now making a call, and I'm receiving a call. I don't know if you can hear that vibration, but I am receiving a call. And hello.
You've reached Hamish from ATEC. I'm Lucas, your virtual receptionist. Hamish helps people save time and money by using private AI solutions in their businesses. How can I assist you today? Are you interested in learning more about our content, booking a consultation, or do you have another question?
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to say you guys are awesome.
Thank you so much. That's great to hear that you enjoy the content. We're really passionate about helping businesses optimize their workflows and productivity through private AI solutions. If you have any specific questions,
yeah, that'll be great. Yeah, that'll be awesome. All right, thanks, man. Appreciate your time. Cool. So it can now make calls for me on my behalf. It can answer calls, obviously, because I can just connect it to a phone number, and it can just talk away. And I mean, it's only just going to cost me 7 cents a minute there. And again, we have to pay Vapi the fixed cost of 5 cents. And then you're just paying an extra 1 cent for the speech to text and another 1 cent for the text to speech. So in reality, if you really do take the Vapi cost away, which you can't, but if you do take it away, you're only paying 2 cents a minute, right? For a web call, and 3 cents a minute for a phone call, which is just amazing. It truly is amazing. Okay. So this has really, opened so many more doors for people to, create really, really cool assistants that can, not just live on the web, but also live on a phone number, can be created at a moment's notice without any coding or any configuration whatsoever if you really wanted to. And yeah, you can do some really, really cool things. Now, I also want to show you the tools here. Okay, so we have some cool tools that are available at the moment, as you can see. So we can connect directly to Slack, do Google Sheets, check the availabilities and create events, send texts and do all those kind of crazy things. But now, of course, we have MCPs as well. And that's where I was showing you the active pieces there before, because that's how we can connect to our MCP server that is on active pieces in this case, but we can also do the same thing on Zapier. I'll show you that really quickly. So if you just go to actions.zapier.com, it should take you to this Zapier MCP settings kind of situation here. And that's your endpoint. You can copy that and then you can paste that into the server settings here. And then you'll be connected to all of your Zapier workflows and whatever you need to do. And you can see here, you can just generate your MCP endpoint, which you've done here, configure the actions, which will open up a new tab. And then all of the actions that, you've got saved from when Zapier AI Actions was a thing, for instance, you can now do all of that stuff here as well. You can just switch it on and off at a moment's notice. So very, very cool, very, very simple. And it's definitely unlocked a whole new world of potential and possibilities. I hope you guys can really see that. And again, if you need to find out more about MCP servers and how to actually, set them up and which ones will be best for me, for example, how to set it up is very, very simple. You just go to this one here, sequential thinking, for instance. Depending on whatever you're using here, it'll give you specific options and instructions on how to actually install this kind of thing. So just copy paste this into the terminal there, or you can just copy the JSON like I'm going to do here, for example. If I put it here, nope. Okay, so I'm going to have to put it here. There you go. Is that it? No, maybe I'm going to take it out of this. Take it out of these brackets. No. Anyway, I have to understand how this formatting actually works, but all right, hang on. There we go. Done. So I needed a comma there. Okay. That's cool. And now if we go to this and do a quick refresh. So again, if you don't know what you're doing, you have multiple servers up and running, just open up Cascade, copy paste it in there and it'll refresh everything for you. Let's see if this has worked. So yep, Vapi MCP server has failed to initialize because I removed my API key from there. But as you can see, the sequential thinking is now installed and I can now use it like crazy. So yeah, as I always say these days, your imagination is your only limitation. And I think we've clearly proved that today. So if we can just create a phone agent literally within seconds and set it up in an offline AI model to work completely privately and transparently, and then get it to do as many calls as you wish without worrying about where the actual data is, then this kind of setup is for you. MCPs paired with Vapi, paired with automations, paired with everything in between is just going to be next level for your business, for your operations, for anything. I mean, okay, I know I talk a lot about businesses on this channel, but let's just think about like students, for instance, okay? You imagine if you set up an MCP server with Vapi and you connect it to Claude, for instance. Now you can have a phone agent that can just give you a call at a moment's notice if you're having any issues with your work. And that phone agent could be trained to have so much information in its database. For example, if you look at all of this stuff here, it can just be added at a moment's notice, right? Just by going like this. And that's it. Right? Yeah, I've uploaded the file and now it's connected to the knowledge base. And now all of a sudden it can help me with my homework. It can do so many things, but it's in a more voice interactive, experience. And of course, there is a way to actually create this on the web as well. So what we're going to do here is a quick index for this. So what I've just done there is I've just copied the embed code for the web snippet. And I'll show you what that actually is in just a moment. Get to quickly write this out and just put it in here. Okay, cool. So that's done. Cool. And then we go index.html. Copy that into here and look what's going to happen. 3, 2, 1. We now have we should. Unexpected token, 52, radio. I mean, what the hell has it done there? Okay, some things never go to plan, but that's okay. We can just copy and paste that and we should be good. There is our phone agent. There we are. Now that's on the web. Now we can just press this and...
Hello, you've reached Hamish from ATEC. I'm Lucas, your virtual receptionist. Hamish helps people save time and money by using private AI solutions in their businesses. How can I assist you today?
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So as you can see, this is just working perfectly. Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, sorry. I didn't realize you were on the call. How's it going, Lucas?
No need to apologize. It's all good. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Just another day helping people get in touch with Hamish and his team about how private AI solutions can benefit their businesses. We've had an absolute blast on the channel lately, and I think we're just getting started.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. You get the idea, clearly. So yeah, we've just put that on a website. It's now good to go. If I want to edit where the position is, if I want to put on the right or the left, I just tell AI what to do and those kind of things, and we can make it happen. So yeah, again, your imagination is your only limitation. Thank you so much for watching this video, as you always do. And of course, shameless plug again, if you haven't considered joining the AI Foundry, definitely consider doing so, because any source code or any kind of projects that we build on the channel, all the code and all of the ways that you can utilize this yourself will be available in the Foundry as well. It is just $27 a month. You know, some people spend that every single day on food. So I think it's a very reasonable price for people to come in and experience what offline AI is really like and how you can really benefit from it. So all right, if you like this video, do consider leaving a like, share, and sub. It does help the algorithm push this video out to a lot more people. And see you in the next one. Bye.